Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Secretary. Thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to do a Divine Masculine reading because I am seeing big messages from the Divine Masculine, writing out messages, deleting them. They're thrown right now from this divine message, from this divine connection. So if you're not actually in communication, or you're in part communication with your Divine Masculine and you're probably wondering what is going on, well, they're kind of caught between two worlds. Whereas you Divine Feminines, as a majority of the listeners are Divine Feminines, I am sensing that you are holding your ground, you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on your growth, your healing, your inner energy. And this is really giving you this high vibrational goddess energy. And because you're in that energy, it's throwing the Divine Masculine off, and they really need to align with the frequency of you, Divine Feminine. So don't be too worried about what your Divine Masculine is doing. But if you were, this is the reading for you. So I'm going to go through the head, heart, emotions, physical connection, energies, and see where they're at this time. So just a quick thank you everyone for subscribing, for liking, for sharing these messages. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for listening to these messages and being a subscriber on this channel. Thank you so much for these new people. If you're watching this channel, thank you so much for being here too. And if you were interested in near personal readings, hit me up at divinesecretary.com, where I give a membership readings, exclusive weekly newsletters, and we are about to plan a community meeting soon. So let's go into the Divine Masculines head energy. Divine Masculines, thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team. What is going on for the Divine Masculines head energy? What is going on for their heart energy? And what is going on for their mental energy? So we've got the head energy is the wheel of fortune. Things are shifting in a very karmic way. Now, karma could be good too. A lot of people associate karma with bad, but let's rewrite that narrative. A lot of things that the Divine Masculines are getting caught up in their head about. I'm getting a lot of sword energy coming through, and they are feeling this uncertain and insecure version of them regarding the connection, but they do want to build this new foundation with this new version of them. Like when you first met, you're not the same person as you once were, and vice versa. This is the same for the Divine Masculines. Like they weren't the same version of themselves, um and they're not the same version of themselves right now. So basically, you are both healing, you are both understanding one another, and you're both being able to release the karmic situations that you maybe have manifested out of insecurity, out of lack, out of the sense of unworthiness. And this is basically acknowledging that even though the Divine Masculines are all up in their head, changing their karmic energies into good energies, they are trying to build this foundation of material wealth for the both of you. They are doing things in mind of the both of you. So even if they may not reach out and say, well, this is the future that I've got planned, they are in this planning stage. In their head, they're planning a future, whether it's, with you involved or not, you are basically spiritually in the headspace. They're kind of planning this future for the both of you, but they're just maybe not revealing that just yet. And this is the Divine Masculines almost like having to go through these lessons, this learning to understand what it is they truly need to shed and get rid of. So this is very much a energy about release post full moon, but also what they want to manifest. So what is going on in their heart? Yeah, the Five of Wands. There is this there is this battle between their head and heart. Like they are trying to remain logical and unaffected, but as I mentioned earlier, really it could be even in the astral realm. They're wanting to communicate something, but they are almost being blocked and not being able to access ways to communicate with you, even though they want to. So they're writing out messages, they're deleting them, they're wanting to speak up, but they're not sure what to say. And they really are trying to understand how this energy is forming, how this connection is pulling them forward. But also, we've got the Hanged Man of what they don't know is they really do need to go inwards if they want to communicate with you. So rather than thinking too much about forming a great message, they don't need to increase that skill. They really need to increase the skill of them having to step into their spiritual self, their higher self, their intuition, their connection with God is what I'm hearing. Their connection with spirit is very much if you want to communicate to your divine counterpart, use your heart, which is such a beautiful message for the divine masculines that they need at this time. And the mental state is the Magician. Now, isn't this funny? Because in the mental state, they are coming to realize how powerful their energy actually is and how much they can manifest in the material world. And the King of Wands is this king with one wand, and Magician also has the one wand. Both of these are the same person, and what they don't realize is they can manifest easily into this reality when they get out of their own way. So those are the things that I am truly getting. Why is the head energy a block for the divine masculines? Why are they all up in their head regarding this connection? We've got the Emperor card and the Nine of Swords in the inverse. Okay, so this is interesting. The Four of Cups did want to come out. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Wands. What I'm seeing is the divine masculine in their headspace are embodying this emperor like leadership quality, and they could be demonstrating this in their work. They just don't know how to demonstrate this in this connection. So they're trying to move forward with this, but they're almost being held back. As I said, there was that wheel of fortune, that karmic cycle that's holding them back, but it really is kind of like leaving them on an even keel. They're really not able to distinguish why these thoughts are coming through, but they are understanding that when they're quieter, when they go inwards, when they assess what has happened in their past, what they weren't appreciating about this connection, things start to become a little bit more clearer for them. What is the current heart energy blocks that we're seeing for the divine masculines? One card that wanted to come out is the Tower. Wow. Okay. So with the heart energy, obviously we had the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands was this battle between the head and heart. And now we see clearly that the Tower card is here to say, this is very much their own inner struggle that they've caused this karmic cycle, this wheel of fortune has been changing, but they don't want to repeat those old patterns. In their heart space, they do want to share affection and love and commitment in with you, their divine counterpart. But the divine masculine is really truly afraid that if they move forward, what if it doesn't work out? And then they're not quite in this new energy of, but what if it does? And this is where this heart energy has come up to say that they need to transmute this energy, and this is probably why a significant a number of you have been blocked right now regarding, maybe even meeting up or communicating consistently, or like they may be on a work trip, the work may be focusing their predominant time and energy at this time, and it's really just saying it's not the right time yet, because the divine feminines are still healing their wounds. They're still going through, embodying this empress like goddess energy, whereas the divine masculines in their headspace, they do embody this emperor quality. They are manifesting that the things that they want to achieve in the material world, but in the heart space, they're letting the head rule because they have always been used to that relationship. Their head was always that logical, unequivocal entity that basically brought you in. But the heart space is saying, look, we need to rely on ourselves more. We need to stop having this battle between our head and heart. And when they are stuck for communication, they're not leading with a heart, but they need to have this tower moment and understand why they need to lead with their heart. What are the blocks for the mental space for the divine masculines, please, Spirit? Okay, one card, Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I am seeing for the mental space that they are building this future with you, divine feminines, in mind. And as I said earlier, that this starting in this slow progress, you know, actually redeeming themselves, going, well, what have I got to offer my divine feminines? And what have I got to offer? And is this going to be worthy enough of this connection? So they do see a future celebration with the both of you. What is happening in the physical space for the divine masculines regarding their energy? Now, isn't this funny? Because the card that flipped is the Emperor, and the card that my hand reached for was the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing in the physical is, even though there is this push-pull energy with the head and heart, even though they've always been in their logical frame of mind, their heart is speaking and getting louder, and their intuition is pulling on your energy, divine counterpart, divine feminines. And that's where you're feeling this telepathy happening between you and your divine masculines. Like, it's not all in your head, divine feminines, it's happening physically. And some of you are already in communication, having this communication between how you feel, but it's not a declaration of love just yet. It is like this small offer, like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's been going on? Like, they'll try and play it cool because they're still operating from their headspace. But as soon as they tap into their heart, even though they are in this emperor-like quality in their physical space, they are still holding on to this connection because they are understanding that there is something bigger, there is something more profound, but they just can't quite put their finger on it and in a tangible way understand it in that way. So the Emperor here is, again, the Four of Cups card is allowing the divine masculines to appreciate what they have, to understand that in the past they have walked away from this connection, but they've walked away from forming legitimate commitment and communication. So they are taking a hold of responsibility, accountability for their own heartache. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and the Six of Pentacles is they want this equal and opposite reciprocity. But if they've always walked away in the past in the physical sense, well, they've not given enough chance for this relationship, the connection, to bloom. And that's where you keep coming back, divine feminines, is to teach them that, you know, the Five of Wands again is at the bottom of the deck, to teach them that they get to be the master of their own fate, that they have been accountable for what they have manifested or what they've pushed away. But you keep coming back to teach them, divine feminines, that they need to put themselves in a higher pedestal, in a higher sense of worthiness, in order for them to receive this love that they so desire. So they do want this. What is happening in the emotional space for the divine masculines, please, Spirit? So the Death card, which is so appropriate because it is this dying of the old version of themselves, as I mentioned right at the beginning. We do have the Ace of Wands. It's this firing. It's almost like this dying of the phoenix, rising again. So dying, forming into ashes. I'm just getting this super uncomfortable feeling for the divine masculines. They're going through so much pain right now, and it could be physical, but it's definitely emotional. It's really playing on their mind. It's really debilitating them from connecting and communicating, which is why they keep writing out messages and then deleting them. But they do really want this wish fulfillment. They have this wish fulfillment in their heart space, and emotionally they're being put through the ringer because they're being pulled and pushed in different directions. And basically this Ten of Wands energy keeps wanting to come out. It's really, really heavy for me right now. We've got the Three of Wands just saying, wait it out, divine masculines. I've got all of this rush of emotions for the divine masculines because they're really going through it right now. Okay, I'm going to move on because that's just way too heavy for a lot of divine feminines. That's why you're not in solid communication, or that's why maybe a pause in communication right now, because that you aren't meant to know this. You aren't meant to be around this divine feminines. You just keep focusing on yourself. And even if you do want to be with your divine masculines, this is the biggest lesson that they need to learn, and vice versa. You need to learn these lessons to get stronger, to get more resilient. and stand on your own. And this is what the divine masculines are needing to go through. They need to do this on their own. You cannot help them in this phase of the journey. They need to stand up for themselves. They need to step into their own intuition, and they need to take this higher authority of leadership within their own lives. They need this lesson and these teachings, otherwise they're going to keep repeating the karmic cycles. So what's happening in the spiritual realm, what's happening in the blockages, and what's happening in the upcoming communication? So the spiritual realm, we've got the Six of Cups. Both of you are already in union with one another, and if you are divine feminine or divine masculine listening to this reading, please do understand that as soon as you start shifting your mindset into union energies, when you feel, it's about not believing what you see, it's believing how you feel, and then that will manifest into reality. All of the amazing manifestors and teachers and coaches out there right now are teaching people how to manifest from a place of security, of healed space, and seeing the vision, feeling the vision, being in the vision of union, even before you can actually physically see it. Some people say, when I see it, I believe it. No, it's when I believe it, I will see it. And this is what Spirit is reiterating. In the spiritual realm, you both are together in union, in perfect harmony. You have this house, you have your day-to-day operations, you are going through your habits and rituals, and this is such a fast moving energy. We've got the Chariot. Is what you don't know is day or night your souls will always find each other. Both of you have found each other in a soul connection, and because even if you are not together in the physical, your souls keep drawing one another together, and both of you know it feels like home. It really, and look at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Emperor card right behind that Chariot card. The love will always come on top. You don't need to worry about this divine counterpart. Spiritually, you always are together. And the blockages is the Nine of Swords in the upright. It's actually, thinking way too much about it. Nine of Wands here now as well. Wow, you may be seeing nine nines at the moment. But what I am seeing is this 9-9 energy is all about change. It's all about ending this old cycle, which is keeping the both of you blocked and stuck and stagnant, but it's all for a purpose, for you to refine your skills, to get better, and to really understand that this is exactly how you need to develop your own spiritual assets, but also that you're getting these downloads when you're in meditation, you're getting these downloads when you're in day to day. But neither of you are giving up, in a spiritual, soulful way, even though the blockages are very much in the physical, that you cannot help each other during this tough period. But eventually you'll come together and the challenges will change, the blockages will change, but you'll be able to heal on another level, and the challenges will be different when you're in union. But right now, the main challenges is to turn that karmic wheel around, to really get a hold of your own gifts and tools and abilities as an individual, so you can actually persevere in this connection and get a better hold of yourself individually, so you can heal others and really focus on your own gifts right now. And the communication that we have right now, wow, we've got the Strength card, and the Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I am seeing this sense of rest, a renewal is going to bring victory and success. So if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling lethargic, if you're feeling as if you need to just take some time, or maybe you just need to hang out with friends, or, plan an event, keep building that strength and resilience, to focus on yourself, divine feminines and masculines. The divine masculines do want to communicate with you. They understand that you hold so much power, divine feminines, that you don't realize how much you are doing for this connection. And doing for this connection means going out and taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, taking care of your mental, physical, heart space, emotional space, spiritual space. It's actually saying the more you rise as an individual divine feminines, the more you're helping your divine masculines. in this telepathic way. They feel the energy when you are your happiest, when you are your most joyful, when you are your most peaceful, when you are your most fulfilled. It's allowing them to rise and meet you at this frequency. So it's basically like this energetic strength that they're trying to build. They're trying to flex their spiritual muscles, is what I'm hearing from spirit. Is saying that you can't do this for them. You can't do it for each other. They need to do it for themselves. And you being strong, flexing your spiritual muscles, refining your gifts and your intuition and your insight, fulfilling yourself in a deeper emotional, um, spiritual way. Divine feminines, you're actually helping your divine masculines in an indirect way. You are actually helping them be a better version of themselves, even without connection, communication, and union, because this is how you help each other. You help each other by helping yourselves. I'm going to leave the messages right there, but if this is something that you truly resonated with, please let me know in the comments box. You don't need to comment if you don't feel comfortable with, but we are all here as a community, and I see all of you. I read all of the comments, even if I don't respond to all of them. I appreciate every single one of you, and I don't think you realize how appreciative and blessed I am to be able to do this every day. And thank you everyone for being a part of the membership. You should have received your newsletter, and with new videos coming out this week, and exclusive videos for you guys. So if those of you who aren't already a part of the membership, head over to the link in the description box or for my website, and you can join the membership there. I'm sending you so much love. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.